the energies that we're feeling right now are super intense. These periods where you're feeling like, one day I feel on top of the world and I feel excited and I feel just really good. And then the next day I'm exhausted and I can hardly even think straight. And that's normal. Okay, we're all going through that. Today is actually April 3rd, 2020. And really, the message I really wanted to get out to you today is as we are going through this energetic upheaval that's going on right now, there are so many things that are being presented one way that are happening another. There are so many things that are going on underneath what you may be aware of right now. And there are so many things just with projections of energies and expectations and places and spaces where people are functioning that you may not consciously be aware of, but your body is aware of all of it, okay? Because your body is a receiving organ and it's receiving information all of the time. And some of this information that you're receiving into your body, you will actually really probably never even cognitively know. And that's okay. We can't possibly have a complete knowing of everything we're receiving because we're receiving everything, and some of it isn't even information that is even viable or even true. And so what we're experiencing is we're having maybe a day or two where we feel just really drained and we just felt really just out of it, and like we can't focus and we're having brain fog, and then the next day it feels like, oh, it's gone and I feel better and I feel light and I feel like I can get up and function and I can do things, and then the next day it hits you again, and that's okay. Anything you are experiencing right now is okay. Get out of the judgment of where you are focusing, or where you are functioning, I should say, where you're functioning right now. Get out of the judgment of where you're functioning right now and just allow yourself to be present in this moment. There are so many things shifting and changing constantly, and depending on where you're living in the world, right? Our daily lives are uh, in upheaval. Whether you're working or not, you're still, even if you are still working, your work space is probably a lot different than it ever has been, regardless of what type of worker you are. Whether you're a truck driver or a grocery store worker or a nurse or a healthcare worker of some sort, your job probably looks a lot different than it normally would. So give yourself some space to process through it and not be hard on you or those around you. Everyone is processing this differently. People are experiencing different emotions at different times. People are receiving different signals of information at different times. And just really, truly allow yourself to just be space. That's really all we can be right now. As we head through these turbulent times, we are going to be really having some intense frequency upgrades coming here, okay? And these intense frequency upgrades are really going to change things as we know it. Yeah, so just take a nice deep breath. Just really allow yourself to settle into the space of difference. Whether you're home right now by yourself, or with those that you love, or your family, or maybe your children, uh, just again, remember that there really isn't anything that you have to, like, there's no deadlines right now. There's nothing that you necessarily have to complete. You can only do the best that you can do with the energy that's presenting itself for that day. You have to be present in the moment, even if you are still working, being present in the moment, right? Maybe your regular scheduled shift looks way different than it used to look. And all you can do is be present in the day and allow yourself that space, that presence, reminding yourself to, be patient with those around you. Everyone is experiencing these shifts. It's not just you, it's the children, it's the elders, it's everyone. Okay, so if you're being emotionally affected, so is everyone around you. Take some time today. Be space. Breathe. Allow yourself to lean into the present moment and allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you are perceiving without judgment. So allow that information to come in. Be aware of what you're aware of and be the space in between.